Właśnie, tak. Ekstra. Ekstra, ciśnie. Dawaj.
Nie?
Dawaj, dawaj, jest. Dawaj.
Kurwa, jest!
Dawaj do końca. Dawaj, dawaj, dawaj.
Mocno, mocno.
Dawaj.
A,
Dawaj.
To jest.
Dawaj powolutku do końca. Dawaj do prawej, dawaj. Dawaj.
kurwa! O! Nie wierzę!
Pierdolę, już miałeś to zrobione.
Power disappearing at the crux. He had the strength and endurance to reach the top, but at that critical moment, when he needed to generate force fast, his muscles couldn't fire. That's rate of force development endurance, the missing piece in most climbers' training. I measured my RFD over a 10-minute test, and the results explain exactly why this happens and why your endurance training isn't fixing it. In the next 9 minutes, I'll show you the proven training methods that keep your power high for the whole climb, so you can finally send your project and clip those chains. Most climbing training focuses on how much force you can produce, your maximum strength. But there's a second variable that almost everyone ignores, how fast you can produce that force. That's called rate of force development, or RFD. In my training sessions, I use the Tindeq Progressor paired with the Frez app to measure RFD. Here's what the data says. Look at these two maximum effort pulls. Left, low RFD. In the first 50 milliseconds, force builds at 45 newtons per second. Right, high RFD. Force explodes at over 2300 newtons per second. That's 52 times faster in the critical first moment of contact. Both reach similar peak strength, but one gets there in a fraction of the time. That difference determines whether you stick a dyno or fall off. So how does RFD change as you get tired? To find out, I tested myself. Maximum effort pulls every 10 seconds for 10 minutes using Frez. After 4 minutes, my peak force was still around 25 kilograms. Plenty strong enough for most moves. But look at what happened to my RFD. After only 10 reps, it dropped from 2100 newtons per second to about 750, just 35% of the original value. After 30 reps, it stabilized around 400, barely 20% of where it started. You can see it in the force plots per rep. The slope gets flatter every time. So while repeaters and circuits help you keep producing force, they won't necessarily help you produce it fast when you're tired. Which brings us to the big question. Can you actually train the ability to maintain high RFD for longer? But first, there's a common training method that almost everyone gets wrong. Many climbers believe that feet-off campusing is the ultimate drill for training explosive movement. But here's the truth. That's not explosive at all. When your feet are off, you're forced to pull slowly and under control, like doing heavy slow pull-ups at 1 to 2 seconds per rep. But explosive moves on the wall happen in under 500 milliseconds. You're training the wrong speed zone entirely. That kind of movement trains lack of strength, not RFD. If you want to train explosiveness, you need to move fast. So instead, support your feet on the wall or on footholds and jump explosively to catch the next round. This way, you can move at real speed, generate power quickly, and reduce strain on your fingers, elbows, and shoulders because your feet take part of the load. That means you're training the neural side of explosiveness safely without straining your tendons. Training RFD endurance requires two parallel approaches. First, build your base, strength and strength endurance. Even if they don't improve RFD directly, stronger fingers and pulling muscles mean that you'll have more time to stick the hold. Now the second pillar. Train explosiveness under controlled fatigue. This is where we target RFD specifically, teaching your nervous system to stay fast when you're tired. Before I show you the exercises, you need to understand the one principle that makes or breaks explosive training. Here's what most climbers get wrong. They try to squeeze too many explosive reps into one set. If you fatigue your nervous system, you slow down, and that completely defeats the purpose. Once your speed drops, you're no longer training RFD. You're just doing tired pull-ups. Each rep should feel crisp, fast, and intentional. That's why instead of doing 2 sets of 4, you're often better off with 4 sets of 2. Same total number of reps, but every effort is high quality. You can even take it further with cluster sets, micro breaks inside a set. Do 2 explosive reps, rest 15 to 20 seconds, then another 2. Those short rests reset your nervous system, restore phosphocreatine, and let you move fast again. Here's your rest structure. For explosive work, aim for 4x2, not 2x4. Rest 3 to 4 minutes between sets, 10 to 30 seconds between reps if you're doing clusters. Stop once your speed drops. That's the signal you're done. Trust that feeling. It's your nervous system telling you the quality work is over. Keep explosive and endurance work separate. Train power when you're fresh, endurance when you're tired, not the other way around. Now let's get practical. Here are 3 exercises you can start this week to build real-world RFD endurance. Number 1. The cornerstone of your explosive finger training. These are short, explosive pulls focused on peak acceleration, not maximum force. Think quick, sharp pulls on the hangboard, not grinding out long hangs. Hang from your board and pull on the edge as rapidly as possible while lifting your feet off the ground. You're training your nervous system to recruit muscle fibers quickly. Here's the protocol. Quick, explosive pulls on a hangboard edge. 2 to 3 sets of 3 reps. Rest 10 seconds between each effort, 3 to 4 minutes between sets to allow quick nervous system and ATP reset. Use an edge you can hang for 15 plus seconds. This isn't about max strength. It's about max speed on a submaximal hold. Number 2. Prioritize speed over load. You want to accelerate as fast as possible off the bottom position. Think of launching yourself upward, not grinding through the rep. Perform 1 to 3 high-quality reps per set with 10-second rests in between. If you need to add assistance with a band, do it. Speed is what matters here, not how much weight you're moving. Number 3. You can think of it as a combination of the first 2. Keep your feet engaged on the footholds and focus on moving with maximum speed and precision. Jump as fast as you can and try to catch the highest rung you can reach with control. That's your sweet spot. Real speed, minimal risk, and maximum transfer to climbing power. Each set is made up of 4 to 6 explosive pulls. Every rep should be all out, full effort, full speed. Take 10 seconds between reps, just enough to reset and refocus. Between sets, rest 3 to 4 minutes completely. You want to feel fresh and explosive for every single pull. Beginners can start with 3 or 4 sets, while advanced climbers can push to 5 or 6. Remember, you're not chasing load, you're chasing velocity. If your movement slows down or your form breaks, that's your stop sign. Do this once or twice a week, ideally after a full warm-up and recruitment, and you'll start to feel a clear difference in your ability to pull fast under fatigue. That's what wins Crux moves at the end of hard routes. The key principle across all of these: quality over fatigue. Excessive tiredness hinders power adaptation and increases the risk of injury. Train power when you're fresh and let endurance work handle the metabolic side separately. So what does this look like in practice? Here's a sample training week that balances both approaches. Monday, strength endurance session. Hangboard repeaters, 3 to 6 sets with 3-minute rests. Density hangs or Bechtel's ladders are also great options, depending on goals. Wednesday, RFD session. Velocity hangs, 3 sets of 3 reps. Explosive pull-ups, 4 sets of 2 reps. Campus feet on dynos, 4 sets of 2. Full rest between sets, 3 to 4 minutes. Stop when speed drops. Rest and follow it up with 30 to 45 minutes of system board training. Friday, climbing specific endurance. Circuits on the spray wall, linked problems, or 4x4s. Adjust these days based on your climbing schedule. Just ensure 48 hours rest before and after RFD sessions and avoid explosive work the day before your hardest climbing days. If you want to send that project with the Crux at the top, you need more than just strength or endurance. You need RFD endurance. It's the ability to stay explosive when you're pumped, to summon that last bit of speed and precision when it really matters. Build your base with strength endurance and add targeted explosive work with proper rest. Structure your training week intelligently. That's how you stop almost sending and finally clip the chains. Drop a comment and let me know which exercise you're going to try first. Velocity hangs, explosive pull-ups, or feet on campus dynos. Hit subscribe for more cutting-edge training content backed by research and real data. Thanks for watching and train smart.